24-hour business plan.
Welcome back to the 24-Hour Business Plan podcast. Now, whilst a big focus of our business plans are around that strategy, there's no point having a great strategy without executing it with excellence. And in terms of executing with excellence, we talk about the 8 core pillars of executional excellence. Now, I'm going to quickly run through them in alphabetical order because that makes it very easy for you to understand. The first one's marketing, the second one's new business or sales, the third one's operations, the fourth one's product, so MNOP. After that, we've got our relationships with our clients, our strategic partners, our talent or our team, and the ultimate outcome of all of these is the financials. So they are what we call those 8 pillars of executional excellence in alphabetical order, easy to understand. So I'm just going to give you a quick top line on each one. From a marketing point of view, I mean, when I went through university, marketing was all about the 4 Ps. And in a way, the fundamentals of marketing haven't changed. Those 4 Ps are still key elements, your product, your price, your promotion, and your place. But nowadays, a lot of businesses, all they've got control of really is that third P, the promotional pillar. And that might be around your brand and how do we get that out credibly and with great understanding. But we also talk a lot in marketing nowadays with lead generation. A lot of companies are looking for leads through marketing. The second one of these is sales or new business. And sales is clearly critical. It's tied to marketing, really important for every organisation. But it's about how you drive sales, how you have a disciplined approach to your sales, whether you're a B2C or a B2B client. The third one's operations. Well, in today's world of AI, Gen AI, systems, processes, you've got so many options in terms of how best you operationalize your business. Even just your meeting rhythms are really critical to understand. Now, the fourth one, the P, is the key to it all, the product. Whatever your product or service is, what are we doing? Is your product and service as good as it can be? Do we need to launch new products or services as part of your plan, as part of us executing that plan? The other part of product is around price. Is there anything we can do with pricing to make it better for your organisation? Relationships with clients is really important. We often think about driving new business, which we just talked about. How do we drive sales? But often an easier way to grow your business is through developing those relationships with your clients and getting them to grow. And more often than not, we don't concentrate enough on our clients. Do we really understand them as well as we can? Have we got truly great relationships with those clients? One of the most often misunderstood and forgotten parts of strategic planning and business planning is our strategic partners. Many, many companies can't actually operate as well as they can do without a key strategic partner. It could be an IT partner, it could be a technology partner, it could be a supply chain partner. So as part of our execution of our plan, we really need to understand, the role that our strategic partners can play and which ones may or may not be on song with us, which ones are we close to, which ones aren't we close to, and which ones might we be missing. Sometimes it's easier to outsource and get experts in rather than trying to do it ourselves. So it's a key part of understanding how we execute our plans with excellence. The last one, of course, is our team. The whole people and culture, how we develop our team, how we train them, how we recruit, how we onboard, all of those things are critical in developing a high-performance team and making sure that we end up with a terrific execution of our plan. The ultimate outcome, as I mentioned before, is the financials. More often than not, I would often have a general manager walk in to my office in my corporate days, and they would say, I'm going to turn this whole business around on people and culture. And I would say, that's one of the 7 things you're going to do. There's 7 other things I just mentioned that lead to great outcomes financially that you need to think about. Or they might say, I'm going to turn the whole organisation around on new business. And if you think about many of the businesses you've been involved in, when those businesses haven't been going so well, one of those first 7 executional excellence pillars usually has gone wrong. We're not converting as many sales as we used to. Or one of our competitors has really upped the game on their marketing. Or our systems and processes, as we've grown, are no longer fit for purpose. Or our product is just feeling a little bit tired, or it's priced the wrong way, or we lost 2 of our key customers last year and that's really affected our business. So it's really important that you focus on all 7 of these executional pillars to deliver the ultimate outcome, which is terrific financial results. More often than not, you can sit there and stare at the financials and hope they turn around. The only way you can turn around those financials is to focus and optimize and execute with excellence those first 7 pillars: marketing, new business, operations, product, the relationship with clients, your strategic partners, and your team. That's it for this podcast. Thanks for listening.
24-hour business plan.